I wanted to go back to this thing about the customer, because I think that's one of the inherent challenges in the insurance model, right? Is that I buy insurance in the hope that I don't use it for anything, almost. Any claim event is usually an unwanted event. So something that came up in the podcast before, it's very difficult for an insurance company to build rapport with me, a relationship with me as a customer, if the only touch points are when I renew, because it's only ever a cost. There's no there's no touchable, there's no benefit I can put my hands on. And it sounds like you're sort of going some way to addressing that, because at least it's kind of driving engagement with me as a consumer.
So we were really inspired by companies that rethink the way the customer behavior influence the company. Again, you're right. It used to be, I'm selling you insurance, and the next call I'm going to get from you is not going to be from you, it's going to be from your spouse when something happens to you. And that's a really bad product. If I cannot communicate value to you throughout this journey, I'm not providing service. So why should you pay me? And when we started to think about it, to some extent, insurance is like a subscription. Think about your Netflix subscription. You're paying monthly or annually or quarterly or whatever, and you get service. And when you don't like the service, you stop paying. Insurance should be in that point where insurance companies provide service, and this service is important. This service is, risk management. It could be hedging different life situations. It's a valuable product. But to be able to provide this service, I need to be able to provide you value along the way, because you're paying me subscription. You call it premium, but it's from a customer perspective, you're paying me some annual fee for me to hedge this risk for you, and I need to be able to communicate this value over time. And there are different ways to do that. Many of that is just by understanding what is your current situation. How is that different than the time when you bought a policy, and provide the right product to address your needs, either as a variation of your existing product, maybe it's an upsell or cross-sell, but you may need more protection because you have more kids. You may need a better tax planning because you just got a bonus from your workplace. You may need to rethink retirement because your lifestyle changed and now your retirement savings are not, in a good fit to what you plan to do. There are a lot of different things that you may need very, very often. And if I'm as an insurance company, I'm able to get you on a phone and tell you, or get you in a meeting, or get you in a Zoom meeting and tell you, this is what you bought, this is what you probably need, and that's a discussion. Maybe you need something different. I want to understand better, and those are the gaps, and this is how we can fulfill those gaps. Then it's a service that that there is value that customers would pay for. Mm-hmm. And usually it's a win-win. It's usually a way for the company to reduce the risk, increase the premium, while providing better service and improving the satisfaction of the customer.